Ladies and gentlemen, please listen to a special message from T. Ray Greer Jr.
Do you remember the first time you realized that money, or the lack of it, was controlling your life? Let me tell you my story. When I was a kid growing up in Haywood County, that's in Tennessee, I remember my grandfather, who wasn't able to finish high school, but was a hard-working cement contractor, sitting me down after watching me waste some money on some candy at the candy store. He said, "Son, money's like cement. If you don't mix it right and lay a solid foundation, your house will crumble before you ever build it." That stuck with me. Fast forward years later, I found myself struggling to juggle bills, struggling to save money, struggling to plan for the future. That lesson hit me hard. It wasn't just about earning money. It was about managing it, growing it, and securing it for the future. Today, I want to take on a journey through the financial freedom pyramid, a step-by-step framework that will not only help you take control of your finances, but also leave a lasting legacy.
Welcome to the Wealth Explosion Podcast, the show that empowers you to take charge of your financial future. In today's episode, we're talking about the financial freedom pyramid. 5 levels to build wealth and leave a legacy. T. Ray Greer Jr. is here to break it down and share actionable steps you can take right now to start your journey to financial freedom. So grab a notebook. This is going to be absolutely life-changing.
Thanks for the introduction, Sophia. Now let's dive into the financial freedom pyramid, 5 steps to build wealth and leave a legacy. Imagine this as the blueprint for building a secure, abundant, foundational future. There are 5 levels to this pyramid, and each one built on the foundation laid by the previous one. Let's get started. The foundation should always start with managing your money. This is where everything begins. If you can't manage a little, you won't be able to manage a lot. At this level, you focus on creating a budget, tracking every dollar, and living below your means. For me, this meant learning to say no to instant gratification and yes to long-term security. Remember, your money should work for you, not the other way around. The second level is building a safety net. Now your finances are under control. It's time to protect yourself from life's unexpected surprises. Emergencies are unavoidable, whether it's a car breaking down or some unexpected medical bill. Here you have to focus on building a 3 to 6 month emergency fund and ensuring you have the proper insurance to protect your family as well as your assets. So you need to focus on having life insurance. You need to focus on having car insurance. You need to really focus on having home insurance. And if you have a business, you need to focus on having business liability insurance. All of these insurance coupled together build a hedge of protection for the unexpected. The third level is wealth accumulation. Here's where things get really exciting. And I have to admit, this is the place I thrive in. This has been totally, absolutely life-changing. This is about growing your money by investing in assets that appreciate, whether that's real estate, stocks, or your own business. For example, I started investing in the stock market, and I started buying stocks one by one. And I started to focus on dividend stocks. And the more I bought dividend stocks or stocks with dividends, the more I saw compounded interest, price appreciation, and dividends take my portfolio to another level. It was absolutely amazing when I saw the power of the stock market. And before I knew it, my passive income was making a great impact on covering my monthly expenses. This is the level where compounded interest becomes your best friend. If you think compounded interest is a bad word, then you're on the other side and you're probably seeing compounded interest weaponized against you by way of debt. But if you can ever master the art of using compounded interest by way of investing, then you will fall in love with compounded interest. And I promise you, it will be the best relationship financially you would ever have.
Hey there, listeners. We hope you're enjoying this transformative episode of the Wealth Explosion Podcast with T. Ray Greer Jr., Let's take a quick break to remind you of the incredible resources available at www.raygreer.org, designed to help you reach your financial goals and create lasting wealth. First, let's talk about Wealth Explosion. This best-selling book is your go-to guide for understanding where to invest, how to grow your money, and create streams of income that work for you. It's packed with actionable strategies that can help you unlock financial freedom. Next, check out the Wealth Explosion Planner. This isn't just a planner, it's a financial command center. Track your income, expenses, savings, and investing goals to get a crystal clear view of your finances. With this tool, you'll be empowered to make the proper adjustments to achieve your goals. For those ready to take control of their credit, don't miss How to Edit Your Credit. This book is a deep dive into understanding your credit report and credit score, offering practical steps to improve your creditworthiness and unlock more financial opportunities. Ever dreamed of becoming your own bank? Becoming your own bank, turning the tables on your bank and unlocking your own financial freedom is a must-read. Learn how to take control of your finances, build your personal wealth ecosystem, and stop relying on traditional banking systems. Finally, understand life insurance. What they don't want you to know about life insurance and retirement is an eye-opener. This book breaks down the secrets of life insurance as a tool for wealth building and retirement planning. If you've ever been confused or skeptical about life insurance, this resource will change the way you think about it. All these resources are available now at www.raygreer.org. Don't wait to take the next step toward financial freedom. Visit the website, secure your tools, and start building your wealth explosion today. Now, let's get back to the show with T. Ray Greer Jr.
The fourth level is wealth preservation. Accumulating wealth is one thing, keeping it is another. I've lived long enough in this profession to see as a financial professional that there are a lot of people that can make money, but unfortunately, they just don't understand how to keep money. This level requires laser-sharp focus. What the focus is on? Good question. The focus is on protecting your assets. What are you protecting from? Listen, your wealth has enemies. Let me name just a few of them. Taxes are your enemy. Inflation are your enemy. Bad decisions and investing your money in financial tools that don't pay off. All of these things are your enemy. Tools like trust, estate planning, and tax advantage account becomes critical here. And the only way you can make sure that you're going to be successful is that you have to surround yourself with people who has the expertise in these areas. Listen to me. Let me say it again. You must surround yourself with financial accountability partners that have the expertise in those specific areas. For example, you don't just want, for example, a financial advisor, but you want a financial advisor that specializes in the area that you're passionate about. The worst thing you can do is pick a financial advisor that has a focus on retirement, but has absolutely no passion or past experience in investing in stocks. And here it is, you're passionate about the stock market. And at this point in your life, you're not really concerned about retirement because you have a long time horizon. Listen, you have to be real critical and you have to bet to make sure that you're picking the right people to serve the right areas in your life in regards to your finances. Wealth preservation is very, very important. If you work hard to build it, you ought to work hard to keep it. Don't let it slip through your fingers. Make sure you get the right accountability partners around you to address the area of taxes, inflation, and investing. Make sure that you have people that understand trust, estate planning, and make sure again that you're open to their suggestion, but don't be afraid to ask the right questions. The fifth level and the last level, leaving a legacy. I call it the apex. This is the pinnacle of the pyramid. It's not just about wealth, it's about impact. I know when people define wealth, oftentimes they say it means you have a lot of money. But more importantly, it's not about having a lot of money. It's about having a lot of influence and having a lot of freedom and having a lot of choices. I have to be honest. Broke people don't have choices. They pretty much have to take what's in front of them. But to be wealthy, one of the benefits is the opportunity to have choices. At this stage, you're focused on how to pass on your financial wisdom, how to pass on your values, how to pass on your assets to the next generation. At this point, you're a thought leader. At this point, you're someone who has financial wisdom. At this point, you're a general. And somebody need that information, that wisdom. Somebody need those strategies to secure themselves in their current predicament. Whether that's through charity, make sure you position yourself to be a blessing to the next generation. Whether that's through giving or setting up a trust or mentoring your heirs or someone you care about, your legacy will continue to grow even after you're gone. You have an obligation with your wealth. It's more than a privilege. You cannot take it for granted. And if you ever reach that point, the apex, the top of the pyramid, then I expect you to produce someone like you in the next generation. Allow me to tie this back to the story I shared earlier. My grandfather didn't just pour concrete. He poured wisdom into me. When he passed, he didn't leave me with any money. But let me tell you what he did leave me with. He left me with the legacy of hard work and smart financial choices. That legacy inspires me to write books, to mentor others, to build businesses that serve the community, to be a philanthropist. You got to do the same thing. Start with where you are and build your pyramid one level at a time. Let me give you a word of advice. Your legacy doesn't start when you're dead. Your legacy starts today when you make the choices you're about to make. So listen, start living, start leaving your legacy, and start being a benefit to somebody else. If you're ready to start climbing the financial freedom pyramid, join our online community at www.wealthexplosion.org. You'll find resources, tools, and like-minded individuals committed to building wealth and creating legacies. Remember, wealth isn't just about money. It's about the freedom and the impact it brings. Let's build your financial future together. Until next time, keep climbing.
You've been listening to the Wealth Explosion Podcast with Greer Jr. If you enjoyed today's episode, subscribe, share it with a friend, and leave a review. Together, we can inspire financial freedom one listener at a time.